What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again talking about my Alabama Crimson Tide. Because guess what? When it comes to my Alabama Crimson Tide, there's always something to talk about. And I was scrolling on the internet looking for something to talk about as far as recruiting, and I ran across an article, and it is a great one, and I had to bring it to the Alabama football YouTube world. Okay, so if you're an Alabama fan, you'll love it. If you're not, you might not want to listen to it, because guess what? It ain't telling nothing but the truth. And it's on Bama 247. It's called Great Explanation, Tide Recruiting DeBoer Hire. That's what it is. And it's great. All right. Salute to the article. Salute to the author who wrote this article. Okay. Now, let's get into it. First part of it is talking about the theory of Alabama as a brand, because we all know Alabama is a brand, and that brand speaks for itself. All right. It goes on to say Alabama is a destination for almost any prospective athlete that wants to play high-level college football, and that is so right. All right, because guess what? At Alabama, we play the highest level of college football. All right, and we want the athletes to play at their highest level. All right, if you are a premier athlete that's coming or looking to make a college decision, you know what I'm saying, and you got an offer from Alabama, you might need to come on to Tuscaloosa, you know what I'm saying, and get coached by the best and practice against the best college athletes that college has to offer. That's all I know, because that's what goes on at the University of Alabama. And no college football program have better athletes than my Alabama Crimson Tide. All right, so let's keep it moving. Anyway, there are other places, but really, Coach Saban reestablished what Wade Wallace, Frank Thomas, Paul Bryan, and Gene Stallings accomplished in maintaining the name Alabama as a premier mecca of college football. And yes, all those coaches did that. They kept Alabama as the premier mecca of college football. It's been like that decades upon decades upon decades. Okay, yeah, Alabama done fell off a couple of times, but guess what? Alabama always hires the right guy to put Alabama right back on top every single time. All right, so hey, it is what it is. Those coaches did what they had to do. Nick Saban came in and took it to a new level. That's what Nick Saban did. But it's funny that this article mentioned those names, because it was a guy in the comment section on a video I did about recruiting with Coach Kalen DeBoer. He brought up all those names and a couple of other names, right? And there's no college football program that has won national championships with so many head coaches. At least I can't think of one. So yeah, Alabama been winning national championships for a long time. Since 1925, when they won their first one. And they still going at it. Got more national championships than any other college football team in present day. I'll just say that. If you want to talk about Yale, when they last national championship, I believe, was like 1927, when they didn't even wear helmets, then you go ahead and talk about that. Okay, you can. So it is what it is, baby. My Alabama Crimson Tide has been and still is the greatest college football program of all time. Anyway, keep it moving. What was that? Yeah, Alabama is the premier mecca of college football still to this day. Anyway, sure, there are other places, but thanks to how well Nick Saban took the brand to a higher level than anyone else, Alabama remains the place to be, with or without great college football coaches that have served the university over many decades. Many decades. And yes, without those coaches, it's still the place to be, because Alabama is the premier mecca of all of college football. The how you want to say it, the perennial program of all of college football. All right, that's what it is. But anyway, where we at? Right here. Here we go. Other places also have impressive facilities and loyal fans, but none are considered better than the collective football asset, the University of Alabama. Nobody is better. Alabama simply has not stopped with improving the best of the best football assets as they continue to upgrade almost everything. And yes, Alabama have the best facilities in all of college football. And that's part of the reason Alabama get the best of the best when it comes to high school recruits. The best of the best. That's why Alabama is always top 3 in recruiting. It wasn't just because of Nick Saban. All right. Alabama got some great assets, great facilities. Alabama is a great university. That's why the best of the best comes to the University of Alabama. So, keep it moving. In other words, the table was set by Nick Saban after the other great historical Alabama coaches had done their part on their watch. If that is true, or near enough true, then the coaching hire after Nick Saban needed to be a great organizer who could be the best game day coach alive, and that is Coach Kalen DeBoer. Kalen DeBoer is known to win huge with whatever talent he can get, and that is a fact. No matter what level, division, conference that he coach at, all right? He wins huge with whatever talent he got. I don't care whether it was at Sioux Falls, Fresno State, Washington. He won. That's all I know. That's all I know. For some of y'all might say, hey, he had a 3-3 record his first year at Fresno State. Yeah, that was the COVID year. But a lot of y'all, when it come to your program, you say the COVID year don't count. So you can't have it both ways. You hold the COVID year against Coach Kalen DeBoer, but don't hold it against when it comes to your team with their poor performances during 2020. And all I know, when it came to my Alabama Crimson Tide 2020, they was putting a COVID ass whooping on everybody. That's all I know. But anyway, keep it moving. But yeah, Coach Kalen DeBoer win big wherever he go. Anyway, so yeah, Coach Kalen DeBoer is known to win huge with whatever talent he can get. Previous stops saw him win wherever he went, no matter what. So you can check that box. Check that box off. He's a winner, and nothing but a winner. On game day, Kalen DeBoer will not be outcoached by anyone. Might lose a game due to strong teams eventually getting a rare win against him, but it won't be due to being outcoached. And that is he's not going to get outcoached. I ain't even worried about that. That's something Alabama fans don't have to worry about is Coach Kalen DeBoer getting outcoached. You might can still use that theory. Oh, well, he ain't never coached in the SEC. Well, he's about to. And guess what? He's about to whoop some SEC ass. That's all I know. That's all I know. It ain't all about where you're coaching at, okay? You might can use that with Billy Napier, but you damn sure can't use it with Coach Kalen DeBoer, and he's about to prove that. Everything these guys done said, supposed to be experts, fans, or whoever done said it negative about Coach Kalen DeBoer, he has proved you wrong. So, but yeah, he won't be out coach. All right. Talk about the next thing with Coach Kalen DeBoer. The other item needed is that an organization is absolutely necessary to get to the top and remain in the era consistently. The strains on one guy to do it all is an impossibility. Nobody reached the level of organization like Coach Saban did, and nobody achieved quite like Nick Saban either. Okay, we already know that. That's a given. When asked about his recruiting, DeBoer candidly shared that his secret is surrounding himself with great people to form an organization that has its various moving parts all working as one. Having a great general manager is a brilliant move to create a one direction, basically machine, so to speak, so that all in the process are working together for the same things. And guess what? That's been Alabama, since Nick Saban been there. The whole organization working as one. All right. Or to become one, which is called my Alabama Crimson Tide. It's a machine, baby. And Coach Kalen DeBoer is running this machine now. And it's still running like a well-oiled machine. All the moving parts is doing what they supposed to do, and all the moving parts is working together. And yes, the general manager thing, that is a great asset. Great. And Courtney Morgan, Alabama general manager, is the best at what he do. We all see it. How you think we getting all these high-level recruits? Courtney Morgan is right in the middle of it. And we wouldn't be getting all these recruits, I don't think, if Courtney Morgan wasn't running the show. He's running this recruiting thing. He's watching film on these players, picking the best of the best, delivering the message to Coach Kalen DeBoer and all the rest of the recruiting staff. So, hey, it is what it is, baby. Alabama continues to get the best of the best, coaches and players. Either you like it or you don't. But one thing you're going to do, you're going to deal with it. Anyway, keep it moving. Talking about NIL money. We ain't worried about that. Alabama got money too. But anyway, it says, no detailed evidence relative to NIL. But there is evidence that prospects see Alabama facilities and campus, meet the coaches, and factor in the Alabama brand, put it all together, and conclude that Alabama is going to keep winning, likely at the same rate it has under Nick Saban, and that there is no better destination place than the University of Alabama. You heard it. You heard it. These players see the Alabama facilities, walk around the campus, meet the coaches, factor in the Alabama brand, plus NIL. You damn right. Alabama is the best place to be because you know you're going to get developed by the best. You know you got one of the greatest chances of winning national college football championships than most other college programs. You know you do. So why not come to the University of Alabama? And you also know there's probably better than if you 4 and 5 stars and a lot of 3 stars, there's better than a 60% chance that you go into the league. All you got to do is be willing to be coached. That's it. Why not Bama? That's what a lot of those recruits say. Why not Bama? Keep it moving. Oh, man. Now, of course, the players will benefit at Alabama with NIL opportunities as well. But the best of the best also want development and a college experience that gives them the eventual NFL opportunity. And I just said it, man. I just said it. Because at Alabama, if you're willing to be coached and you put in the work, you will be in the NFL. Guaranteed. And Alabama, hey, they got more NFL players in the league right now than any other college football program. These kids know that Alabama is the pipeline to the NFL. You can't even mention college football without mentioning Alabama. You just can't. You can't even mention NFL draft day without mentioning Alabama. You can't talk about it. Keep it moving. The bottom line is that there is no better game day coach than Coach Kalen DeBoer, proven. And the recruiting aspect is taken care of through extraordinary recruiting organization where Alabama collectively is clicking on all cylinders as well as the brand power. Some people say Alabama recruit itself, but guess what? You got to have the recruiting staff willing to put in the work, and those guys is putting in the work. And as far as recruiting, Alabama is clicking on all cylinders, just like this author said. And yeah, Alabama, the brand, yeah, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself through the tradition that Alabama has set forth. That's all I know. The name Alabama is more than DeBoer has ever had to work with. Just the name Alabama is more than Kalen DeBoer had to work with. Oh, man. It don't get no better than that. That just proves that Alabama has always been the pedigree program in college football, the top pedigree in all of college football. Don't y'all just love it? But the haters, I know they hate it. Well, you got to deal with it. That's all. That's all. He mentioned Nate Oates in this article. When Nate Oates was hired for basketball, he publicly giggled. Wow. Now I can go anywhere in America and be welcome to talk to prospects due to the power of the name Alabama. No other coach can do that because guess what? No other college football program hold their name. None of them don't hold the power that the Alabama name and brand holds. Tennessee, that don't hold the power that Alabama holds, not the name. LSU, nah. That name don't hold no power. Georgia, that don't hold well, Georgia holds some power, but not as much as Alabama. I can tell you now, even though Georgia is on the map now for its football, I guarantee you, every one of those recruits that decide to go to Georgia, they had Alabama in their mind. I can guarantee it. But anyway, they ain't nobody either. But keep it moving. Kalen DeBoer now also has the power, and he has a great organization to deliver the news that Alabama is in business and mean business. You're damn right. The rest of the SEC and the country are being alerted to their bad news. To the monster that Nick Saban built is not only alive and well, it just might be bigger than ever. All Alabama had to do was hire the best coaching game day coach in America. And they did it in hiring Coach Kalen DeBoer. So yeah, to the rest of the college football world, the SEC, you have been warned. You have been alerted. I'm just a bearer of bad news. I'm just a messenger. You done been warned. You done been alerted that my Alabama Crimson Tide ain't going nowhere and ain't been nowhere. Alabama is alive and well, and we coming for you. All right? Whether it's in your backyard or in ours, we're going to whoop your ass. Now, y'all be blessed, and I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide and Roll damn Tide.